So hi, well, the Good Noise Podcast. I'm Shane.
I'm Glory.
Oh boy, we're doing it. We're doing the live stream. It's been a whole week.
Dude, it's been 1 week since we announced Good Noise Fest.
Holy
And it's
crap!
been three days since Good Noise Fest. Because it's Monday, Sunday, Saturday.
2, 3, depending on how you look at it, because it ended at the end of the day, Saturday.
Do you count the day that you're in right now when you're counting days?
It's a really deep question, bro. I don't know if we're ready to unpack this.
No. Like let's say you're counting to like Wednesday. Are you saying like, okay, oh my God, I almost said Sunday.
No.
So it's like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Wait, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So is that like 3 days or is that like 2 days
It's
away?
2 days. 2 days away, because you're in
So
the
you
day.
don't count. But what if it's like early in the morning?
No, you're already in the day.
You're already in the day, but you still have to go through that full.
You just don't want to talk about the music.
No, I don't. Not that it was a bad week.
But my answer to your question, your very deep philosophical question over here is no, I don't.
No.
No. So Wednesday is 2 days away.
Wednesday is 2 days away. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I think me too, but it kind of like depends on the day.
Yeah, fair enough. Depends on the day and when you're counting, and also just how you're feeling on that day.
Exactly. Yeah. Do I want this to be farther away, or do I just kind of want to accept it?
Fair enough. Well, dude, that week fucking flew by. Like from announce to Saturday, it was like,
yeah.
Oh shit, we're here.
I pulled 2 all-nighters last week.
I last minute did my part of the project, but I think it went off pretty well.
I think so too.
Most consistent viewer count we've had ever for any of the live streams.
Yep.
So that was nuts. We were able to hover in like that 30 to 40 count for a majority of the day. Peaked as high as 60. In the beginning of the day we had 50. I texted Gloria, I was like, what the it's 12 p.m.
What's happening?
Yeah,
exactly. We're on our
PM.
second act.
Yeah, what's up here? Not that we're complaining, but
no, but it's
like,
that's never happened before.
Never happened before. So that was nuts. So thank you everybody that tuned in at any part during the day. The people that were watching the entire day, whether you were chatting or not, shout out to you. There was one person that tweeted that they watched the entire day, and I was like, holy fuck, that's awesome.
They were right there with us, man.
Yeah, thank you. So yeah, shit was awesome.
It was really cool.
Outside of that, what was it?
I was just gonna say, if you haven't already, make sure to pick up a Good Noise Fest shirt or the digital album that we have.
Please. Shirts are available until Friday. Album will be up there for as long as the Bandcamp account is there, so make sure you grab it.
That sounds so ominous.
It'll be there long after we're dead. It'll still be up there.
It'll still be there.
Yeah. So
post.
Outside of all of that, I went to a couple of shows. We talked
Living
about we talked about the Memphis Mayfire one because we did the stream on Monday with Tate. We talked about it after Tate got off the phone. But then I saw Big Time Rush twice this week.
Woo!
Shit was pretty awesome, bro. So on Tuesday, I saw them in Philly with my partner and their friend, and we weren't very close. I didn't realize how far away the seats really were because I never I had been to the summer stage portion of that venue, but never to the main one, so I didn't realize how far away the terrace actually was. And Ticketmaster didn't upgrade my tickets in time. I was literally going to give them more money and they dragged their feet on it. That still baffles me.
You can just upgrade your tickets. You don't have to resell.
Yeah, you can upgrade them, but they're a pain in the ass. They'll drag their feet with them. So in the pandemic, they had closed their live chat, so you had to do everything through email, and at the time to upgrade your tickets you had to buy new ones and then they would refund you the old ones. I did that for one of my corn shows so that Sam could go with me, literally down to hours before the show, and they still hadn't refunded me. Thankfully
That's
they
ridiculous.
did. This time around their live chat is back, so you would, with their bot, you would tell them what seats you want, they would hold them for you, and then a contact would get in touch with you about it, someone contacted me and was like, we've got these seats on hold, email us back, you'll get and then someone else will process it. I was like, yes, let's move ahead. Next email I get back, it sets me back to square one 24 hours before the event. I'm like, can you guys not
So never
read?
Do that.
No.
Do that.
So then I got 2 separate emails, one hours before the show, like an hour before the show, and one 2 days after the show, letting me know that they can't upgrade tickets after the show has already happened. Like, yeah, no shit.
Oh my god.
No shit. I wish I had a phone number that still worked. I would have called them. But,
dude, I was searching for that. I don't know what concert.
Doesn't exist.
But it's like it wasn't there. There's no customer service. Oh yeah, I want to complain. I wanted to complain. But there was nothing, and I was like, they don't have a support
whipping
chat
out the
line?
Karen haircut for the
Dude.
after the her concert.
Oh my god, I was.
I knew exactly what show you were talking about too.
Yeah, actually, let me submit that now because they sent me like would you like to review your concert? And I was like, yes, I do. So let me find out.
So, but yeah, there's an 800 number that you can find, but it tells you to go online to deal with them.
That's all it does?
I called it when I was dealing with the corn stuff because I was out money that time. This time around, I wasn't out anything. I just had a $1 hold on my card.
That's good.
So I wasn't out any money. But that was aggravating. But we had a blast. Dixie D'Amelio killed it. So true, bestie. So good. Real reason why I was there. And then Big Time Rush, I mean, they're pretty cool live. I don't know.
They're pretty cool live.
They're pretty
you said they play like Boyfriend at the end, right?
It's the last song.
It's ridiculous.
In Philly, they covered Never Gonna Give You Up with Rick Astley. He came out on stage and I was like, who the fuck is this old guy that's coming out on stage? And everyone's like, that's Rick Astley. I'm like, who? Rick Astley. And I'm like, oh, that guy.
Never Gonna Give You Up guy.
Yeah, so that was nuts. And then I saw them again last night in Atlantic City. I was hoping and praying Dixie D'Amelio would be there again, despite not being on the lineup on Ticketmaster. Unfortunately, she was not. She was at some party in like LA, I think, which is unfortunate. But they had a DJ open instead.
Wow, spoil the weekend.
Yeah.
Except I'm so disappointed. Can we talk about that for a second?
Except my Big Time Rush tickets were $30 and my weekend ticket was $150.
Right? Yeah. It's ridiculous.
But yes, we can talk
ridiculous.
about that. So that was cool. I was way closer for this one. So it was an arena with all the seats, and then in front of that there were risers. And I was seated in the risers in the front row of one of them. And then the pit was in front of me, and then the floor seats were in front of the pit. The pit was around the soundboard. I've went to a lot of shows. Never been super close to a pit for a pop show.
Yeah.
What makes you think I'm going to go stand with thousands of... Well, it was more like hundreds of people. I'm going to go stand with hundreds of people in a confined space. I'm going to wear open-toe shoes. Exactly. So many people.
You're losing a toe.
Yeah, bro. So many. not like people were like spin kicking each other in the pit or anything, but it's like just the fact that like if it moves and someone steps on your foot, like ow, it's gonna hurt. There was also people on crutches and
in the pit
in a boot. I'm like, you do know the entire venue was $30, right? Except for like up front. The entire venue was $30. That's why I got
anything for
That's why I got such a good seat for a band that, like, in the grand scheme of things, not my favorite boy band from the 2010s. We got to be honest. I was a Jonas Brothers.
Oh yeah, you were
kid.
a Jonas Brothers fan.
So I was just like, that blew me away. And then so I was in the front row, but by the time I had bought my tickets, I usually go for the end seats. The end seats were gone, but there was one seat left in this first row, and I was like, fuck it, I'll do it. Probably gonna be a mistake. I had to scoot by 4 girls that were definitely younger than me. They all snickered at me as I scooted by.
Why are they judging you? Why are they laughing at you?
Because I'm a 19-year-old dude at a Big Time Rush concert by myself.
Big Time Rush wouldn't discriminate. They wouldn't be like, oh, there's a 19-year-old boy here. Bro, they're 30 years old.
There were plenty of dudes there, but none of them were alone.
Wait, I didn't know. I thought.
At least I was seated next to a miserable boyfriend of a girl that was very excited to be there.
So
She
you guys
was
bonded
stoked,
over that.
and he was miserable. He got
poor
like
thing.
he kept going to get her drinks because he just didn't want to be watching the show. So he would he would leave every couple of songs, and then eventually he just left and didn't come back.
Bro was waiting in the car.
Yeah, literally.
You ordered an Uber for her. He went home.
He was like, "Fuck this."
Yeah.
So, but they put on a good show. It's cool to be a little bit closer this time, and I could actually kind of see their faces and not watch on a jumbotron. They actually didn't sell the 200 section, so everyone was pretty close. So they didn't actually have like a screen set up because everyone was so like, which I thought was weird because like there were still people pretty far back. But
Yeah.
I know that I was okay without one. So that was cool. No Rick Astley that time though.
Oh, do they just usually cover Never Gonna Give You Up and that was just a special treat, or was that just
they
like,
do
just
like a boombox segment where like they play like, so they do a melody of 3 of their songs: City Is Ours, Till I Forget About You, and there's one other one in there that I'm forgetting. Another banger off that the BTR record. And so they do that, but to lead into it, because they call it their hits, they play a bunch of songs that are like old hits, and Never Gonna Give You Up is one of them. But in Philly, when it hit to that, Rick Astley came out and they played like a minute and a half of it together. Last night they played like 30 seconds from tape, and I think James sang.
Oh, I love James. James, my boy.
So that was that. But yes, The Weeknd.
Yeah, thank you. I was like,
him.
Cool. Yeah.
So we got Doja Cat, and then she was like, I can't do it anymore. So he just got a bunch of DJs.
2 DJs, and then like one actual like decent singer. I've only heard one song from her, granted. I only heard like the Tyler the Creator feature, but it's like you had Tyler, so it's like you're a decent sized artist. But it's like, what's up with the 2 DJs? You could have gotten anybody in the music industry that has like a name, but you got 2 DJs? Bro.
He better put on the best fucking performance ever. That ticket was not cheap.
Dude, I had like an actual conversation with my family today, like, so are we still doing this? And they were like, oh, who are the new openers? And I was like, well, 2 DJs. And my dad was like, oh yeah, we're not doing it anymore. So if anybody wants 5 close the weekend tickets, let me know, man. Let me know.
I am still excited. I'm waiting to see the set list though, because as I had already said, I'm thinking about Philly. But it depends on that set list, man. Because he's playing all the shit songs. I'll just stay the fuck home. I might just sell my other ticket. I don't know.
Just playing Blinding Lights on repeat for 2 hours.
Yeah, fuck that song. It's great how big it got. I'm sick of it though. So yeah, this upcoming week though, I got Pollyanna, their record release show, and then I got 5 Seconds of Summer with Pale Waves. I'm very excited. And then at some point between Saturday and next Tuesday, I'll see the Minion movie too. So I'm very excited. I got a big week up ahead.
You do, man.
Very excited.
Yeah, this week I have Curtis Connor. Everybody clap for this little Canadian. Yeah, Thursday.
Yeah. So I was like, I just know interviews on there. I'm pretty sure that's Curtis. I'm very jealous that you're seeing Curtis, because I am seeing Harry Styles when he's in Philly, so I can't see him now.
Oh, that's not a good trade.
I kind of want to see Harry Styles. Like, I'm trying to check off the boxes of all the pop stars that like put on really good
Big
shows
Time Rush,
that you have to see at least once. Yeah.
But you're seeing him on his worst album. If you saw him like Fine Line, I would have been like, bro.
Well, hopefully he doesn't play the clusterfuck front to back.
I think that's literally what he's doing.
No, that was what he was doing for the album release shows. Like when he played in Long Island, he played that shit album front to back on album release night. But he's doing residencies in the fall, so hopefully I know what his set list looks like now. Hopefully that's not what it looks like in the fall.
And that's what I'm telling you. That's exactly what it's gonna look like in the fall. Why would he switch it up?
He didn't play Fine Line front to back on the tour. Why would he play it on his residencies? He's not going to. I'm holding out hope, because Sam and I both don't like that album. So it'll tell Harry's House. 10 songs from Harry's House, 6 from Fine Line, and 2 from his. I can cope with 10 songs from maybe they're better live. I don't know. Anyways, keep telling us what you're doing this week, Lori. I don't want to talk about how much money I wasted to maybe go see Harry's House in full.
Harry's House live, yeah. Silly Little Mullet Man on Thursday, and then on Saturday I'm seeing Save Face, Bayside, and Pink Shift, which is like killer lineup, and it's in Virginia Beach, so I don't even have to drive like 2 hours. And then on Sunday, I'm seeing Callous Cowboys and some other bands that I will not be staying for, respectfully. Love you, Callous Cowboys.
I'm very jealous that you're seeing Callous Cowboys.
Bro, me too. I'm jealous of myself.
Carson was like, come to Philly, bro, in September. I'm like, well, the venue you guys are playing is 21 plus.
So you gonna sneak me in the back?
Yeah, or... so that's awesome. But yeah, very, very busy week for both of us. But we do have music to talk about, unfortunately.
Boo!
So Conan Gray put out a new album, Super Ache. I'm just gonna say I didn't like this album very much.
You didn't?
I didn't.
I loved this album. I thought it was so good.
Why was it so fucking slow?
I felt like it was better than well, he had some songs where I was like, this is not a hit. But then there were other songs where I could hear it and like, I'm not gonna be able to escape this song for at least like it's gonna be like the next Heather, where it's like it's just everywhere. I had that feeling with at least like 3 songs on this record. But I enjoyed it, and I felt like it was better than Kid Crow.
My problem was just that it opened up and it was just so goddamn slow for way too long. It lost me pretty much entirely. Like, man, the single that we had talked about, what fucking one was it? Give me 3 seconds. Was it Jigsaw? Okay. I think it might have been Jigsaw. It was Jigsaw. That song is good.
That's why it's a single.
Yeah. Other than that, I didn't think the album was all that good. I had seen people online talking about the song Family Line. It's a deep song, a heavy song, but I'm just glad that, like, obviously I hadn't heard it when people were talking about it, but everyone's like, oh my god, it's so heavy and deep, and it definitely is. But I'm glad that he like didn't go like a super slow tempo with it too. Like, outside of the fact that like the lyrical content hurts, like it was easy to listen to because it was like slightly upbeat despite him talking, despite the lyrical content being dark.
Okay, thanks for making it sound like a happy song.
So like I thought that song was pretty good, but I couldn't get over how boring the first handful of songs on the album were. So that's my take on it.
Valid take.
Thanks.
Valid take. Imagine dragging these nuts drop new album. Mercury Acts 1 and 2. We only listened to 2 because we talked about Mercury Acts 1 like a month ago. I don't know. That one banged. And this one banged too. It did have like 2 songs where I was like, oh my god. And no, it was too long. That was my thing with it. I was like, Jesus Christ, we've been here for an hour already, and you're telling me we have like 15, 20 minutes left. It just didn't end. Because I put it on my TV. I listen to podcast stuff on the TV now because if I don't have that much stuff to do on my computer to listen to a 7-hour playlist. But like, oh my god, I kept looking up and it was still there. That cover art was still there, and I was like, you could have trimmed at least like 8 songs off of this.
Yeah, it never felt like it was going to end. Like, it just felt like it kept going. It certainly did. It was a very long album. Yes. And like you said, could have trimmed 8 songs off it, and I totally agree. There was so much filler on this half. Like, the first act, first part, whatever you want to call it, was all bangers. To the point where I was like, after banger. To the point where I said on here, I was like, Imagine Dragons fucking bangs, bro. I don't even care.
When did this happen?
Yeah, like, since when were they so good? This part had me like second guessing that claim because there was so much filler on this album. The good songs were good. The bad songs or filler songs, they were not. Especially towards the end of the album, it felt like they kind of put all the bangers in the front, and then it was like by the end when you were like, I've been listening to this album for 45 minutes and there's another 45 left. That last 45 minutes was pain because it was all filler at the end. No one told you guys to make a 15-track album at least on top of that, and then include the first act. How long is the album now?
Like literally like 3 hours. That's
no one told you to make an album this long. So I'll stand by my claim that Imagine Dragons bangs, but they kind of fit into the stereotypical like pop stereotype of like you've got the good songs and then there's just so much filler on the album. And that's what I was hoping for there not to be.
Basically what Imagine Dragons did was, like when we talk to artists, we're like, oh, so how many like drafts like for songs did you have for this album? And they're like, oh, we had like 40, but we trimmed it down to like 12. And we're like, oh my god, that's so many. Imagine Dragons like just didn't trim it down. They just kept every single song.
Was in the stew and they were like, all these songs bang.
Every single one. Keep them all. We'll do act 1 and 2.
We'll do
that's it.
Like they also should have split it up because act 1 was so short. It's like 30 minutes long.
Yeah. It's easy to digest. Yeah. Where this one is like, God.
Do 4 acts. Take Please. Act 2, split it into 3 more.
Yeah. Just
keep the second half in the drafts.
Yeah, just keep it as a little secret.
Yeah.
Put it on your Patreon.
Imagine if Imagine Dragons were struggling so bad they started a Patreon.
Dude, that would be I can't imagine the radioactive band putting up a Patreon. That'd be amazing. I'd like to see that. That'd be amazing.
Cam Trash put out a new album, The Long Way, The Slow Way. We spoke to Cam Trash when they were in New Jersey. Woo! They were in Toms River, New Jersey on tour. Awesome. Well, it was they were booking as they went at that point.
Yeah.
So you can go watch that. It's out everywhere.
We had a fun time. It was good.
We did. We had a blast. This album is super good. Like I obviously listened to it when we spoke to them, but listened to it again today and enjoyed it way more on the second listen. I was like, I even sent it to my partner. I was like, you're gonna like this. You'll like this shit. And like I don't normally do that. So I was like, just wow, front to back bangers. And the song titles are funny. So
the song titles are pretty silly. Yeah, this album is remarkable. I'm pretty sure I said that in the interview where I was like, yeah, banger. In the moment, I really don't know. I don't mean to be like, oh my god, this song spoke to me. I just scream out banger. But like honestly, yeah, this album's amazing. Great chat, great people. Yeah, go watch it.
Nice.
MOTHICA dropped new album Nocturnal.
I've been waiting for this one. What'd you say? Sorry, I talked right over you.
I just said MOTHICA. Just go. I know.
I've been waiting for this one for so long. I was looking at Coheed and Cambria tickets today because once again she's opening that tour.
That's crazy. Still,
this fucking album is so goddamn good. It's long, but there's also a shit ton of interludes on here. And those don't like ruin the flow or anything. Like just straight up bangers left and right. She's like one of my new, like, granted she's been doing it for a while, but at least like on my radar, one of my like new favorite artists, like a new favorite discovery, something like that, because it's not like she's just coming out of the woodwork yesterday and she's put out an album, but one of my favorite discoveries from this year. So I dude, come on the podcast, please. Let's talk all about it.
Yeah.
I'll talk to you so bad. Let's dive into it.
Shane's been talking about having you on the podcast for a while. Please come on the podcast, because I also did enjoy the album, but Shane is like a way bigger fan than me.
Glory's sick of listening to me talk about how badly I want to talk to you.
No, yeah, dude. Every time we join, he's like, "Did you see that they responded to the MOTHICA email? But we still don't have her on the podcast. Come on the podcast, please." I'm like, bro, I don't have contact with her. But yeah, just come on the podcast. His album did bang. That's all I have to say. Really.
So true. Zach Benson put out a new EP. Woo! And Miles, before I go to sleep, I would just like to say before we get started, his Good Noise Fest set with Rihanna, fucking hilarious.
Insane. Yeah. I can't believe Rihanna played Good Noise Fest. Like, that's something we could put in our pitch emails next year. Rihanna, Rihanna played, and she wasn't even the headliner. Exactly,
I was just gonna say that. Bowling for Soup headlined over Rihanna.
Dude, the day that happens is the day I die.
This EP is fucking great though. Zach is such a great artist. Excited to talk to him about it tomorrow, I believe. We're gonna dive into the EP with him. Spoiler, ooh. So when it's out, when the interview's
out like next week.
When the interview's out next week, because we have nothing else on the back burner, you can watch it
and listen to us.
and then listen to the EP first because the interview's not out yet. It's not
So
even
you have time
recorded
to.
yet.
Yeah, it might get canceled.
It's not-
It might
it's-
come out 3 weeks from now.
It's not in existence yet.
But yeah, this EP was amazing. Zach Benson, you're incredible. I found Zach Benson. He's followed us for a while, which is the craziest thing.
This was a glory discovery, yeah.
It was. But I was at the, oh my god, who was
Set It
that?
Off.
That was Set It Off. Thank you. For whatever reason, I was gonna say Sleep on It.
They haven't been a band since August of 2020.
Yeah, but it's but I saw him he opened for the Set It Off show. And Matt messaged me and he was like, oh my god, you're gonna be there? My friend Zach is opening. I was like, cool, because I didn't know who that was. I was like, cool, okay, I'm gonna see a small artist. And Zach was just like so cool on stage, so cool that literally like he wasn't even off stage yet. I whipped out my phone and I was like, please go on the podcast, you were amazing, and blah blah blah, we want to talk to you so bad. And he didn't see that message until I told him, like at the merch stand. I was like, dude, I loved your set so much that I messaged you. And now we've already had him on the podcast because we spoke to him when we spoke to Pulses. Go watch that. That was a lot of fun. They pranked us. That was cool.
That was good.
But then Zach was like, yo, I've been a fan of the podcast for forever, and I wanted to come on the podcast. And so now we're talking to him for the second time, and he played Good Noise Fest. So it's like, this EP was incredible, and I've been a fan instantly since I first saw him perform. So obviously I was gonna like this EP.
Nice.
That was it. Okay, you said your piece?
I said it was banging. He's a great artist. That's what I said.
Man. Great, man. Tate Logan dropped an EP / double single. He says it's an EP, so I'm gonna respect his wishes. It's an EP, double feature.
Yes.
Yes.
So we didn't speak to Tate in depth about it, but when we spoke to him last Monday on the podcast, very briefly, just because we were like, oh fuck, we should bring up his music too. We spoke about the EP, and he told us that it was produced by the guy that had worked on previous Happy Things. Definitely comes through on these couple of songs. Not that obviously I want Tate's music to sound like his shit, but this sounds way more like Tate than the lead single for his project did. Like he fits so well in that like pop punk like esque thing sound, and like a little bit grittier sound than what because the last song was also pop punk, but it was like
it was kind of grungy.
Yeah, it wasn't so much like it was more clean sounding, and he just sounds more at home when he's doing the gritty, grungy pop punk. Yeah. That was a bitch to get out, and I had been planning to say that all day. Wow,
it's okay. It's okay, man.
These songs were great, and I'm very stoked to kind of see where he takes the project and the direction that it continues to go in, and obviously to watch him grow. Tate's been a friend of ours for 2 years at this point. I mean, he hosted the fest. We've talked to him numerous times, so he's been a homie for a while. So hell yeah.
Yeah, that's like the craziest thing. Like, if you said that to me like 4 years ago, where it's like Tate's a close friend of ours or a friend of our good friend, I lost my marbles. Marbles gone. Where are they? I don't know. But it's like, I tweeted this and then I deleted it because I was like, oh my god, he followed me. But it's just like, I'm like a Happy fan. Obviously, like I have 2 paintings by me. You can only see like that one, but the other one's like over there. And obviously a Tate Logan fan because he only has 3 songs out, so it's not like I could be like, oh my god, 2 hours of discography, he's incredible. Hopefully soon. But it's just like the fact that it's like he hosted the festival. We've spoken to him multiple times on camera and off camera. That's crazy. That's like insane.
If you told the Glory that interviewed Happy for the first time and was like, look at my paintings, if you told her that, she would have shit her pants.
Dude, I would have. But it's like, Tate, if you see this, which I'm pretty sure you're probably watching now because you
so sorry,
under
Tate.
the tweet. Sorry, tweet. Sorry, Tate. We thought you hated us. So, because I remember you followed us on your management Twitter, and Shane texted me and was like, Tate doesn't hate us. And I was like, oh my God. And it's like, we lost our minds. Well, I'm pretty sure I lost my mind. And then Shane kind of like was like, okay, calm down,
man. Calm down.
But it's just like, I'm so happy to see Tate just kind of grow into his own sound. But I do agree, this sound was more reminiscent of Happy, which I was very happy to hear.
Nice.
Thank you. But recently I'm pretty sure it was Friday, because I was like, oh my God, Tate's hosting the festival. I revisited Cult Classic because it was like my album of the year for like 5 years. That math doesn't work out, but it's fine. But like, I was listening to it and I was like, yo, this bangs so hard. And then I listened to these singles and I was like, yo, this is very reminiscent of not Imposter Syndrome, because Imposter Syndrome was a bit darker sound wise. It was more Cult Classic sounding. And I was like, this is amazing, but better production, better. Well, I wouldn't say it's about the same lyricism, I'd say, but it's just like, it's so nice to hear that, but it's just Tate. And I'm like, he's doing so good. I'm so happy for Tate. It's great. All that to say, loved the EP, double single, double feature, great, big fan, great.
So sorry if you watched that, Tate. Ryan Oakes and State Champs for that new single, Burnout. So when this got put on the playlist, I didn't think that Derek from State Champs would actually be on the song.
I thought it was a fake one.
Yeah. And then I'm pulling out of the parking garage last night. I'm like, because I listened to the playlist on the way home from the Big Time Rush concert. And I was like, holy shit, that's Derek from State Champs.
State Champs, yeah. It's ridiculous.
This song is super good, though. I enjoyed it. So, hell yeah.
Woo. Yeah, I also enjoyed this song.
Were you also blown away that Derek was actually on the song?
No, I just add this stuff and I hope that it's a real feature.
I text Gloria and I'm like, I text Gloria, I'm like, Belmont is not on the Russian song that you put on the playlist this week.
I was like, wow, Belmont's really branching out.
This was a text conversation I had with Glory last week.
You're like, this one's not real. This one's from a cover compilation.
This one's a Weekend cover. How the fuck don't you know that?
Bro, I just see names and I'm like, add. Oh my God. Anyways, Anarbor dropped a new single, Honeymoon in Tokyo. Oh, I'm crying.
So we spoke to
This
Anarbor.
song is immaculate. Oh.
We should probably start there, because we've wanted to do this one for a while too. We could get all sappy here too if we wanted to.
Oh my God.
But we finally spoke to Ann Arbor. We chatted about the album.
Yeah.
Well, we haven't been a podcast for 5 years. You've been a fan for 5 years.
Yeah.
But we wanted to speak to them for a while, so it was great to finally chat with them. Obviously, we spoke about the record. So talking about the single, or the singles following this one, I think we both kind of know how we feel about this one. It's going to be hard because we're going to be like, well, it's great, but wait till you hear it in the album.
In the context of the album.
But this... without spoiling too much about the record, this is my favorite song on the album.
Bold.
It's
a very good song.
This song is so groovy, man. Great song.
I feel like I have to listen to the album again to get like a favorite, but like this is a very good pick. I respect it. I could listen to it again because But yeah, this one really really cool full circle moment. When we finally sat, when they joined the call, I was like, so like, this is really cool. Go watch the interview. If you look like real deep, at my camera screen, you could see that I'm freaking out, man. Like if I lift up my hand, you can probably see my hand is just kind of doing that, because for the past 5 years, I've been listening to these guys, these silly little guys, and I finally did. But this song banged. It was good. Did. Yeah.
Love.
I love.
That joke never gets old. Put out a new single, Kids Are Born Stars. I like this song. It's groovy.
I, for one, loved this song. Yeah, I love the little part where the kid sings his verse.
Mhm.
I was like, this is the cutest thing I've ever heard.
It's like, why is
and
there
it's
an
like,
infinite on this song?
why is there a kid on this song about kids? What's up with that, guys? But yeah, this was really good. I thought it was great, and this is leading up to an album. I missed the announcement, but all of them are stacking up. All of them have the same picture.
I'm pretty sure.
Maybe
I think I saw it on a sheet somewhere.
let me see. On like a upcoming album sheet.
Yeah, on the.
Well, it's probably his pin.
On the on the Kingdom Leaks sheet, I believe it was on there.
All for Nothing album out August 5th.
Yeah, that's the most comprehensive source that I can find is the Kingdom Leaks Discord server. They got everything in there. They don't have leaks anymore, but they got the release feed has everything that we would talk about ever.
Exactly. Yeah. But yeah, this bangs.
So true.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Youngblood dropping a single. Don't feel like feeling sad today. Do you want to go first, or do you want me to go first? Because you're probably not gonna like what I have to say.
No, you can go first. No, you've got me
I
interested.
liked this song.
Fair enough. I didn't hate it either.
That's what I'm telling you. Youngblood's in his good arc right now. I mean,
he's always had some bangers though, because like I think I even said like the album that he put out in 2020 wasn't horrible besides the title track.
He got a point.
And then he put out that song with Denzel Curry. I think that's the guy's name. The Lemonade song.
That one is still very disappointing to me because I thought it was going to be like on the album, like a metal or just a heavy song.
Yeah, I'm
still mad about that. I can't listen to that.
Yeah, but that song fucking bangs. And there's like strawberry chapstick or lipstick and
strawberry. That one is my favorite song ever.
Like he's put out some bangers. Like as much as I hate the guy. Like the dude puts out some bangers.
Like even the Willow song recently was like immaculate.
Yeah. So but this guy has like a thing for like making his lead single just god awful, because the lead single on this album, the Funeral, which sounded like an Alice Cooper song, was fucking awful. But he's been putting out decent songs since then. Not gonna sit here and be like, oh my god, I'm so stoked for the album, but I don't think the album's gonna be horrible, because I was worried he was gonna go like all in with the Alice Cooper thing. Yeah. That's what I was worried about. So he's not doing that, so I'm gonna remain neutral about the record, but this song wasn't bad.
I mean, if you want to listen to the record, it's already out.
Leaked already.
I mean, it's leaked. It leaked like 2 months ago, so the link is out there if you want to listen to it. Right. But yeah, this song was good. I am actually a Youngblood stan. So I haven't particularly hated everything he's put out, except for Lemonade, because that sucked. And then Weird, we can both agree.
Bad song.
Really awful song. And then the Butt Rock song, I tried to fake like that one, but I listened to it again and I was like, I can't.
It sounds like the Alice Cooper Piss song.
I forgot about the piss song. That was like I piss every time I see you or something. That is like peak lyricism right there. Like if a guy wrote a song about me and in the lyrics said I piss every time I like think about you or see you, I'd be like, wow.
You would think we're making this shit up. Like if you heard us talking about
genius.com,
and you didn't know about the latest Alice Cooper record, you would think we're making this shit up. But on Detroit Stories, there's a piss song somewhere.
Are you looking it up right now?
Unfortunately, the song title doesn't have piss, but I remember very clearly him singing about piss.
Yeah, because he was like, it was like I piss every time I see you, or it was just something about piss and you.
It's because he's so old he can't control his bladder anymore.
Alice Cooper diaper era. Alice Cooper, come on the pod.
Absolutely the fuck not. Tim would watch this shit and he'd be like, absolutely not.
We're gonna be put on a press block list if these people reach out to talk to Alice Cooper.
Oh my God. Two friends and Mod Sun put out a new single, Time Bomb. Not to be confused with not My Chemical Romance, Motionless in White's Time Bomb.
Immaculate
the better of the two Time Bombs. This was just a Mod Sun song with an electronic beat instead. It was all right.
You could have just left it as a Mod Sun song, and I would have been like, yeah, it's all right.
Yeah.
It's not like the best thing ever. I think Mod Sun peaked with his what was his last
Porn
song
star song.
That's another. What is up with these artists? Need to get out the house. Like the pandemic really did that, because we got a piss song, and then we got a porn star song, and then we got an album that was literally a Blink-182 copy. Looking at you, Jaden.
Oh, that album was bad, and had
and
had a porn star ripoff.
And it had porn star ripoff.
Who was trying to copy porn star?
Exactly. Like, I didn't know that was like, oh my god, that song popped off. We got to do something like that. No one said that. But yeah,
no one ever.
No one ever. But it was Perfectly Imperfect. That was the last. He peaked with that song. That was like a really, really good song. And I didn't even want to like that one because the title just kind of, it felt a bit cringe. But
yeah,
like, it was good.
It's like somehow, like he feels more authentically punk than Machine Gun Kelly. Mm-hmm. But his songs come off cringier than Machine Gun Kelly, which is really confusing, and that's why I want to like him. But every single time I listen to a song, I'm like, this is so cheesy.
I can't
and it's
do
like,
this.
And it's like, it's not like a Blink-182 sense where it's cheesy, because like it doesn't even remotely sound like that. It's just like
that was Jaden.
Yeah, it's like cheesy, but he also kind of sounds a little bit like Machine Gun Kelly, and like his style of pop punk. And it's just like, no.
Yeah,
because
they're definitely
you feel way more punk, but you're way more cheesy somehow.
Yeah, it's like he's the stereotypical pop punk like artist, I guess, the way he presents himself. You know, the dyed hair, respectfully greasy look. I have to start saying respectfully because I'm starting to like his music. So if we do want to have him on the podcast, he gives his press people
too far gone.
Exactly. A little too far gone. Avril, you're still welcome on the podcast. We have yet to call you greasy.
Dump that greasy ass man though.
Dude, they're getting married. It's too late. But basically the thing is, I think Machine Gun Kelly's doing too much, where, you know, he jumped off the gate, jumped out the gate with the whole, you know, you have to wear uncomfortable shoes to perform. And now he's smashing like glass on his face to be pop punk. And I'm like, bro, nobody does that. I've never seen Tom DeLonge jump on a stage and just like smash a bottle on his head. Like, they don't do that. Like, where are you getting that information?
Blink-182 was taking their asses out on stage, bro.
You got a point. They're doing music videos, but it's like they've never smashed a glass bottle in there. So maybe if Machine Gun Kelly wants to be truly pop punk, just do a pantsless like music video, or just perform pantsless.
Just moon the entire crowd.
Yeah, only behind though, because then it's a bit weird. Nobody wants to see that. But yeah, that's my analysis. Machine Gun Kelly's doing too much. Mod Sun is kind of a laid back pop punker where he's not, you know, criticizing people's fashion, and not smashing glass in his face. But like his lyrics are where he's kind of falling behind. Maybe if you like switched like the lyrics, maybe
if you blended the two together, you would have decent pop punk.
You'd have mediocre pop punk. Yeah.
But I'm trying to like not hate so hard on Mod Sun, because I know that it's way more it's way more authentic than Machine Gun Kelly. But it's just, I can't get past how bad the lyrics are.
Yeah, or just the titles.
Yeah, I don't mind my pop punk lyrics or my pop punk titles to be goofy. Especially, I love goofy titles.
You always point them out in interviews. Like, I loved how silly this title was, and they're like, thanks. Yeah,
thanks. But it's just something about it.
Coming from a bigger star who just broke out into the scene, it's like, it's kind of weird.
Yeah,
it's kind of weird.
Who the fuck is Mod Sun? Avril Lavigne's fiance.
Who even is that guy?
Yeah, as if he hasn't been in Rolling Stone 15 times already.
Exactly. That's so embarrassing. That is so embarrassing. Anyways, a Drive Kid dropped a new single, Carrie. This is my favorite Drive Kid song. This was amazing. It feels like the production level went up, like skyrocketed. I just liked everything about the song, from production to God, what is it called? Where it's how everything's placed in the song. What's that called?
Arrangement.
Thanks. To arrangement. I genuinely thoroughly enjoyed the song.
Yeah, I think Drive Kid finally kind of found their sound or whatever. Like their older stuff was good, but it always not so much lacked something. I think it was honestly just the production value. And like I totally get it. Like you could see through the production that they were a good band, but it's like now I was like blown away by this song because they have an album coming out. I can't remember for the life of me how many singles we have how many singles we have covered or haven't covered, but the album I believe comes out on Friday. So I can't remember how many songs we cover or how many we haven't, but this is the first one where I heard it and the production blew me away. I was because I saw a Drive Kid on my stereo and I'm like, this isn't Drive Kid. This isn't Drive
There's
Kid.
no way.
No.
Yeah.
No. But the song is fucking great. So true, guys. Good job.
So true. You're killing it. I can't wait for you guys to blow up because now it's like inevitable.
Pale Waves put out a new single, Jealousy.
Jealousy.
This fucking song bangs, bro. I don't even care. This is a good song.
Oh my god, we have 8 minutes. Sorry.
Nah, the interview
did it get canceled?
Yeah. So we got all the time in the world now. But this this is a great song. I'm very they were playing the song live before it was out, so I'm very excited to hear it on Sunday.
Ooh, lucky.
Because I'm seeing Pale Waves with 5 Seconds of Summer.
Oh, are you seeing Pale Waves with 5 Seconds of Summer? Give which one's my favorite? Give Ashton a big smooch for me. I need you to run on stage and just do a big Looney Tunes smooch, a big. I love that man so much. Ashton, I think he's like engaged. Never mind. Sorry, scratch that. This song was great. I really enjoyed it. I will not be seeing it live.
No, you will not.
Because I'm not going to see 5 Seconds of Summer live. But I will be living vicariously through Shane for that concert. Shut up.
Well, you'll be seeing Callous Cowboys on that day, so we'll just be living vicariously through each other.
Right? Yeah. How about we
should just switch.
Because
this isn't how it's supposed to work out. You shouldn't be seeing the metal. You shouldn't be seeing the metalcore band, and I shouldn't be seeing the pop band.
The pop punk, the pop band, yeah.
Now they're pop. They're not even close anymore.
No, I mean, if they play She Looks So Perfect, that's basically a pop punk show.
They're playing a bunch of their old songs, of course, but the newer stuff is so like indie pop.
It's so hazy pop, yeah. It's so good.
It's good, but I enjoyed the last album a little bit more so far.
Oh my god, yeah, that album was like some of the best music I've heard. I need to revisit that because that was like, it was such a vibe. Like honestly, like in the word vibe, you look that up in the dictionary, and that is the 5 Seconds of Summer.
5 Seconds of Summer.
Calm, exactly. And oh my god, and then the title of it, I didn't realize that until like 2 weeks after the album had been out, and I was like, oh my god, Callum, Ashton, Luke. Mike.
Even I knew that.
Michael. I'm pretty sure it's Michael.
Michael.
But like, okay, your partner is a 5 Seconds of Summer stan, so of course you knew that. Wait, I'm working with 5 House tomorrow with Pale Waves. I am jealous of you, Kirby Khan, in the chat. That's crazy. And also thank you for the 5-person raid, Knockout Wolf. I appreciate that.
Yes, thank you.
Oh my god, we have 9 viewers. Hi guys.
And thanks to the people that stuck around to watch.
Right, thanks. Anberlin dropped new single, Circles. Not the Post Malone song.
This song was pretty cool. Come on the pod. They got an EP coming out in a couple weeks. We'd love to talk to them about it.
I agree. Come on the pod. This song was great. And I would just give us the advance, honestly. And we'll rate it live on stream.
Yes. We'll give it 1 thumb up, 2 thumb up.
For each song.
Yeah.
It's like 1 thumb, one thumb.
We'll do half thumb, 1 thumb. And the half thumb, 2 thumbs.
Or thumbs down, 2 thumbs down.
But if it really sucks, we'll just go like this.
No words will be spoken for the entire stream.
And then we're gonna post it on Spotify anyway.
Exactly. Peak Good Noise Podcast.
Ocean State, Alaska put out a new single, New Dawn. This is a 90-second breakdown. Nuts.
Would love to hear it live.
Yeah. This song was fucking nuts. That's the whole review.
That's a great review. And I would like to say I concur.
Good.
Big Time Rush dropped a new single, Honey. Big Time Rush, I'm still begging. I read the lyrics for Call It Like I See It, and I get it. You know, you guys are kind of dipping your foot into the more raunchy side of music, but I just need you to jump in. This song was not what I was looking for. I'm looking for like, I can't feel my face when I'm looking for like that level. Just like look at the Weeknd's old stuff, just copy and paste that.
Or the Weeknd's new stuff, or just the Weeknd stuff in general.
Just look at the Weeknd, just cover his whole discography, and I'll be happy. I need that from you guys.
Well, this song bangs live because I've seen it twice. You know, it's pretty good live. I don't know. I like this song. I've been fucking with Big Time Rush. You know,
as you should.
Yeah, bangs pretty hard. I watched their Zach Sang interview, the whole thing. They're putting out EPs, I guess. They've got a couple of English EPs. They said they got a Spanglish EP, and then they played one of the Spanglish songs at MSG because, oh my God, I guess the guy was either in New York or from New York that they did the Spanglish songs with. So they got all sorts of shit coming up, but they're like, yeah, you know, we're gonna be rolling out a bunch of songs this summer. I'm like, hell yes, you are. Let's go.
It's Big Time Rush year. Oh,
so true.
Wow. So they're doing literally everything but raunchy songs. Yeah. Like they're doing a Spanglish. They're doing wow.
Well, maybe some of the songs will be raunchy. We don't know.
I like what's his name? Everybody, all the people love him. The Logan? Puerto Rican guy, Bad Bunny.
Oh. I thought we were still talking about Big Time Rush.
No. I'm trying to loop in. I'm saying maybe on the Spanglish EP, Bad Bunny features, and that's where you get all the raunchy stuff.
I think it's this guy like, I'm gonna butcher his name so hard, but like it starts with an M, and that's about as far as I can go.
Did they name it? Did they say him in the Zach Sang interview? Oh, I don't feel like that.
Yeah, and then you gotta sift through an hour and a half.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not gonna, and I doubt they portion that out where it's like, hey, they're talking about the Spanglish.
Yeah, no, they didn't know. So yeah, that's that.
That's that.
You can follow us on Twitter. _noise_cast. Instagram is Good Noise Podcast. Facebook is Good Noise Pod. YouTube is Good Noise Podcast. Bandcamp is Good Noise Records.bandcamp.com. Patreon is patreon.com/Good Noise Podcast. Buy a Good Noise Fest shirt. They're available until Friday, and
they're only $20,
and they're gone for good. They're $20. So get them while they're hot. Don't DM us afterwards and be like, "Hey, can I get one?" No, you cannot.
No.
Glory's got your Patreon supporters and your Twitch subs and your important plugs, and then we're gonna sign off. I'll probably go to Target.
Ooh, what are you gonna get at Target?
Oh no, I wanted to go earlier today, but I was prepping for the podcast, so I can go after this.
Ooh, all right,
shopping.
Cool. Nice. Browsing.
Just browsing, you know.
Just browsing, just walking through. Thank you to our Patreon supporters, my brother, my uncle, Matt from Pulses, Jeremy, Brady, Zari, and Eric. And thank you to our Twitch subs, Coaster Lover, Buzz Lightskin, Matt from Pulses, me, Sam, who's Blitz _, Zari, Mattstagram, and Manda Games. You guys rock. That's crazy. That's a long list, dude.
Yeah.
That's like
shout out to all the people that were gifting subs in chat. I'm pretty sure that's how you got one. That always happens too. Every single time people gift more than one sub, you always get it because you're always in chat.
Exactly. I'm just active, you know. That's what I get for being Good Noise Podcast most active.
It's like the third or fourth time you've been gifted a sub too.
Yeah, it is. Wait, one second. Sorry, I have allergies. But yeah, thank you. Great. Important plugs. Black Lives Matter. Yeah. Stop Asian hate. Please just wear a mask if you're going to a show. Just be a decent person. Get your vaccine if you can. And yeah. Be safe. Because that's like yeah. Be safe. That's all. Yeah.
Well, that's all we got today. We'll see you next week. I have been Shane.
I have been Glory.
Bye.
Bye.